Okay, so we successfully set up our application. The next step is to install the WordPress plugin and see our push notification in action. Okay, so over here I've logged on to my WordPress. This is a WordPress on my local host, so feel free to use your website as well. This is just for testing. So I'll go over to the plugin section, add new plugin. And I'll search for Push Envoy. Okay, so I have the plugin right here. I'll simply install the plugin. Then activate the plugin. Okay, now we have the plugin fully activated. The next step is to configure the Push Envoy plugin. So we'll click on this button, and we'll come over here and click on settings. So let's click on configure right at the top. Okay, here we're expected to put our application token. Remember in the last section we talked about an application token was generated when we set up our app on the Push Envoy dashboard. So this is our dashboard, and this is my WordPress application. I'll simply click on edit. And this is my token. I'll copy this token. I'll go over to my WordPress Push Envoy and I'll paste this token. Now, as you need to select the platform, I would select Safari, Chrome, Firefox. Okay, these are the major browsers actually. Although we have Internet Explorer as well, but these are just the major ones we have for now. So, how do you want to send new posts? I will send myself automatically. The best option is actually automatically, because most times you won't remember to click the push notification button when you're creating a new post. I'll show you how that works. Before that, we'll have to completely set this up and activate. So I'm going to set automatically push on publish. And where do you want the push notification to be enabled? Do you want it enabled when you create a new page? So when users subscribe to your push notification, do you want them to get notified when you create a new page? Absolutely, I'm not certain you want that. You want them notified when you create a post, okay? So we're going to select post, and the icon we want to use for our push notification, this can be your site logo. More preferably, you definitely want to use your site logo. I'll select the dummy icon we've used all this while. And select, okay? So next step, we'll save this. Okay, and yeah, it's saved now, so we are good to go. However, the very important step you need to carry out right now is segmentation. So in push notification services, segmentation is a way of sending out certain push notification based on certain segments or category to certain people that subscribe to the segment or category. So if you have a list of 5 categories and you have a user that subscribes to category 1 and 2, right? When you send an information based on those category 1 and 2, those 2 users will get them. So what we can do, we can convert all our WordPress categories into segments. Because we're definitely going to be writing posts in our WordPress application based off on categories. Of course, we'll be adding categories to posts. You will definitely want users to subscribe to certain categories of your site, okay, or all of the categories, okay. So what we then have to do in order to do that is to convert. When you click on the convert button, this will convert all your categories to segments. Now, when you click on this, over here, we'll go over to the segment section, manage segments. You can see that you currently have no segments. You can actually add segment here, or if you're using the WordPress, convert now, which would take a list of all your categories and convert it to segment. So what we're going to do right now is to convert all our categories on WordPress into segments. So we'll have like 10 categories. So we're going to convert it to WordPress into segments. And once we do that, they will come up here. users can subscribe to them. I can see the total number of users in a particular segment. That will help you know what segments users are way more interested in. Okay, so I'm going to create. Okay, so let's click on the convert. So this would convert all our WordPress categories into segments on Push Envoy. Okay, so you have successfully converted 3 categories to push notification segments. So let's take a look at this. We'll refresh this page. Okay, so you can see that we have sports, fashion, entertainment, news. When you go over to your category section, you also have entertainment, fashion, and sports. Okay, now this is the big time. We now need to create a post and see how that works. So before we do that, I'll just run us through this menu quickly. So when you click on segmentation, you can actually see all the segments you definitely have. So you can create a new segment over here. Once you create a new segment, you can actually convert it to add new segment, convert it to a category as well. Okay, so let's create a new post. Now that I have installed the plugin, when I go over to my front page, when I refresh this page, of course, wait 10 seconds, that's all the setup. Now you'd see accept, decline, and this is definitely what we set up if you remember from the previous video. And when you click on accept, so this is exactly what your visitors will get when they go to your website. Okay, now this is the welcome message we talked about right over here. You can see the logo was set up. I can see the welcome message is set up. Now you can see the segmentation. Thanks for visiting, subscribe to our channel. Now I'm a visitor, right? So I could select, oh, I'm interested in entertainment news. No, I'm interested in fashion. No, I'm interested in sports. Okay, you know what? I'm interested in all of these services. Okay, and I click on save subscription. Now your customer has just subscribed to your push notification. And when you click on this welcome message, remember we set in the previous video, set the URL for the welcome message to go straight to Google. And there we have it, that's gone straight to Google. Definitely you don't want your URL to go to Google. You want it to go to a link on your website. Let's say a link that will direct users as to what services you're offering or what product you want them to take a look at, right? Okay, so we hover over to our post section. I'll click on add new post. Now the add new post section, when you scroll down, you can see the push envoy section. When you read this, you configure automatic sending of new posts. So what this simply means is when you create a post, your users will get notified of this post automatically. You don't need to do anything. Now, if you had selected the manual option, you would have to come here and you get a button to click. You come to this section, you get a button to click sending of the push notification. That's manual. Most often than not, you want to do automatic, right? So here, right over here, we have these categories. Don't forget our categories are now segments. So when I select entertainment, news, sports, fashion, all the users that are subscribed to these categories will get them. But when I select entertainment news, only just entertainment users will get them. Okay, so I'll say this. This is my new post. I love my work. Okay. And I click on I've selected the categories, select all 3 or 2, and I click on publish. Okay, when I go to, this is my front page, and I've clicked on publish. Okay, so right here we can see the push notification. So because I subscribe to the push notification service, I just got this here. In order to test this out again, we are going to test it on a different browser as a separate user entirely. We're going to load the website URL. We're going to accept the push notification service, and we're going to try to create a new post for the user to get it. So let's try that out immediately. Okay, so guys, so this is a new browser. I'm using Firefox. If you take a look at this, this is Chrome. So I'm simulating a different user. Okay, so we already have the notification. So I'm a new user on Firefox, and now I have this notification. Okay, so I'll click on I'll close this up. I'll click on accept. Okay, and yeah, I have this. Okay, so as a new user, I'll select these categories as well. That's the welcome message for me, and I'll subscribe to this service. Now I've subscribed, I got my welcome message. So I'm going to try and create a new post. I'll create a second post to test out the second user. Second posts. My post. Okay, so select these categories and we publish. Okay, so that's published, and we simply wait for the message to come up at the bottom right corner. So we're going to get two messages, one for Chrome and one on Firefox, because we accepted the push notification on both of them. The good thing about this is, even if you're not on the website, let's say I was on Google doing some random stuff. I close this up. Let's say I was just searching stuff on Google. Once the push notification comes, you see, I get it. Okay, can you see that? So I get it, even if I'm not on the website. This is the greatest, one of the best features of push notification. Even if your visitors are not on the website, they don't need to go to your email link. They get the push notification on their browser, and this works perfectly on mobile devices as well. So when I click on this, it's, as a visitor, it will direct me to the particular post. So can we see that this is the post it directs me to? Okay, you can see all that. So that's about that. Push notification is very good. You should try push notification from Push Envoy. We have loads and tons of services and configurable options. If you go over to your dashboard, you will see the segmentation. Over here on your Push Envoy dashboard in your WordPress, you take a look at it, you can actually see, okay, so here we have the segments we talked about initially. So under the segments, you can see the subscribers in each segment. So currently we have 2 subscribers in each segment, okay? So now on your Push Envoy dashboard on WordPress, you can see your subscribers. Then you can see the total, your message usage. This is highly important. You should always take a look at this, because when you're running out of messages, you probably need to upgrade your account. We offer free accounts, which is renewed every single month for the next 1 year, okay? However, when you need more, when you have a lot of traffic and you need more demand for messaging to send more than 5,000, you need to pay a subscription for that. Okay, but however, we want our sites, we want our customers to enjoy free service, to test out our service, to see how it works. Here you see all the posts that we sent out automatically. You don't need to do anything. And that's it about push notification from Push Envoy on WordPress.